Did you know that you can just buy roller coasters on the internet? It's as easy as picking out Crocs on Amazon. You just select your model, select your color, and bam, it's in the mail. But I had a big problem. This was going to take up a lot of my backyard, and my wife is very particular. She likes things neat and tidy and doesn't like any kind of extra stuff laying around. So I just decided to make it a surprise. Either she'll love it or she'll hate it, but either way, I'll have a roller coaster in my backyard. So on May 7th, I sent my money to a Chinese roller coaster factory. We'll talk about how much later. On May 15th, they sent me a video of my track assembled and painted. And then on the glorious day of July 23rd, it arrived in a box truck right in front of my house. But I'd never driven a forklift before. It's been months and months of waiting. The day is finally here. How's it going? Good. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow, it looks like it's been through hell, huh? Okay. Yeah, this is what I have right here.
Right. Oh, that should be fine.
Okay.
I was just worried about you getting all the way through so it doesn't tip on you when you try to lift it.
If you yell, I'll just stop. Oh my God! Unloading this roller coaster crate was a pretty hard task for my first day as a forklift operator. If I went too far to the right, I'd mess up the truck, and if I went too far to the left, I'd mess up the other people's packages in the truck. So it was a slow process, but eventually we got it down, picked it up from the middle, attracted some attention from the neighbors. I guess they're not used to seeing a roller coaster be delivered in a residential neighborhood. But without any major problems, I got this thing set down right in the middle of my driveway, exactly where I wanted it. And then all I had to do was drive the forklift back across town to return it to its owner. You know, marketers in my country will have you believe that the most freeing experience is driving a Harley Davidson through one of the great national parks. That's not true. Just bombing a forklift through your town. That's freedom, man. That's what we're here for. Now that the excitement of the roller coaster arriving is starting to settle down just a bit, we can take a look at the condition this thing actually arrived in. And I'm nervous, to say the least. First of all, the top of it is completely detached. So the odds of something have fallen out at some point seem to be high. Nothing is strapped down. There's one strap here that's not connected to anything. I imagine it was at one point. And then everything is just fully bashed, hanging completely out, scratched. And scratch paint we can deal with, but it's also going to take a lot of elbow grease to get this thing to even connect to each other if we have all the pieces, because a lot of pieces look like this. And that is not going to fit into the next piece without some elbow grease. The cage here, they just put everything in it and then welded it with scrap metal. So all that really means is that I need to go get a grinder or a bandsaw to cut up the top, remove the top, cut off the bottom, and remove the bottom. It's just one more step of the process. But you can see the way this thing was put together is totally random. Just ends of tube welded together over here. And I only see this one major support. And yeah, I ordered red. They sent me a picture of a red roller coaster before I paid the rest of the funds after the deposit. But they sent an orange one. So that's a bummer. I can repaint it, but Haven't bought a roller coaster before, but I imagine you don't want to repaint a brand new roller coaster. Is not exactly an ideal situation. Let's just hope we have all the pieces. I'm happy if we have all the pieces. The car does say my name on it, and it's yellow. So if it has the red stripes, like the Roller Coaster Tycoon car, at least that part is right. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought. Now it's time to sneak it into the backyard because my wife doesn't actually know I bought a roller coaster yet. So I gotta clear this out in like 2 hours, which is gonna be tough. First big piece of track. How heavy is this thing? Not bad, not bad. When I was looking into buying this roller coaster, I was mainly thinking about how funny it would be to surprise my wife, who loves roller coasters but hates things and clutter, with a roller coaster in our backyard. I wasn't really paying attention to things like how big it was, and as I started unloading it from the crate to the backyard, spreading it out piece by piece, it really started to settle in that this thing was huge. And I feel like the more room this takes up in the backyard, the less psyched my wife is going to be. That piece must be the piece with the big chain that brings you to the top, to the summit, or whatever is that called. I really don't know if I can move that on my own. Hopefully a neighbor stops by wondering what's going on before my wife gets home. This piece of track with the chain already pre-installed was so much heavier than the rest, but I figured out that if I drag it, I could just manage. Okay, she's gonna be home in like 5 minutes. All I have left is the car, and the car is solid steel, very heavy. I don't think the wheels touch the ground, they just touch the track, I guess. Okay, we've got some bolts. That was weighing us down. Some feet. Also very heavy. I should have set up the track into the backyard, then I just could have rolled it. That's what this thing's made for. Let's see if I can't pick it up now. I'm thinking, pick it up, put it on a piece of cardboard, and drag it like you do with your leaves in the fall to get them out of the yard. No wonder why they said it'd be $1,000 more in shipping if I wanted 2 of these. And just then, as I was discovering how the Egyptians built the pyramids, it happened. She's home. I gotta tell her to stay inside for like 20 more minutes. I safely intercepted her, brought her inside. I had all the blinds closed on this side of the house to the backyard. I told her I'm gonna show her what's in the backyard in half an hour. She's concerned. But she married me, so she knew it was coming. Probably not that this was coming. Time to unwrap everything And then we're doing the big reveal. Let's get our first good look at this thing. All of the track is tightly wrapped in this felty blanket material and covered in tape. I thought at first that the razor knife was the way to go, but even with a fresh blade, it hardly cuts through this stuff. And I can't press directly into the track or I'll scratch it. I was thinking razor knife. This is a job for scissors. All right. So, I haven't told Em yet. She's about to come out and see it for the first time.
Oh, is she here?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I have all the blinds closed and she's just doing a yoga class and then she's gonna come out. Okay. So I'm gonna have everything taken out of its cloth and it's a roller coaster, a real roller coaster.
It looks like it.
And you see that snail looking thing in there?
Yeah.
So that's basically a bicycle. You pedal it to go up the clicky ramp thing, and then it gets enough momentum from the first drop to make it all the way back to the clicky thing.
Wow.
So as long as someone's pedaling the bike, it's just a roller coaster.
Is this going to be a permanent fixture in your backyard now?
So sometime next week, we'll have a roller coaster party. So you guys should all come over and enjoy the festivities. This should cut through a lot easier and not scratch the rails. Now this will be easier with two hands, but yes, I think that's the move. Oh yeah, this is way better than the knife. But it was still an extremely slow process, and I really started to get nervous about my wife's reaction because she's very particular about the house and the yard. I mean, this is what Ethan had to say. What do you genuinely think my wife is going to think of the roller coaster in the backyard?
Oh, Steven and I have been speculating on that like all week because it's been showing up. We actually had kind of like a scale. So, you know the bell-shaped curve situation?
Yeah.
So at one end we have, in the bell shape is probability of her reaction. So all the way at one extreme we have like, she's actually really stoked about it. Like 1% chance, right? All the way at the other extreme, we have like, she gets on a plane to Argentina, she's so mad. Everything in the middle is just some variation of her not being stoked. So the highest probability in our statistics are, she's really not stoked about it, but like, somewhere between, this is okay, but it really needs to leave our yard yesterday, all the way to like, threatening to buy a ticket to Argentina but not actually leaving, you know?
Oh man, I can't. My neighbors see me bring home some weird stuff, but this is next level. This is the coolest thing ever. And I've made a discovery that's going to help build this thing a whole lot. The pieces of track are numbered. We've got 2 and 1. And I bet you there's another piece of track with a male end that also says 1. And then we just bolt it together. How hard could it be? Another good thing. The welds look much better than the packaging. Great news. So I guess I just gotta roll out the trash can and get busy. Oh man, this is really starting to seem real. I actually bought a roller coaster without my wife's permission. It's either gonna be the coolest thing ever, or I'm gonna be in the doghouse for all of eternity. So obviously I didn't get the red track, but did I get a yellow cart with 2 red lines on it, like the Roller Coaster Tycoon art? Oh, I mean, it's not beautiful, but it's the right car. I'm really excited to see how these wheels work. I imagine it's the same with most roller coasters. with 2 tracks at least. There you have it. We have a little seat cushion, a seat belt, besides a few scuffs from shipping. It's not bad. We've got 3 polyurethane wheels, and I've got these little ball bearings that I'm sure go underneath to keep it on the track. But most of the weight, I'd have to imagine, goes here. Oh, there's 4 wheels. And that sucker is heavier than it looks. Let me tell you what, it is a little mini roller coaster tycoon dream. I just think she's gonna love it. I don't know what my friends are even worried about. I really hope she loves it. It would appear that the bulk of my track is largely pretty well protected. You're gonna have things like this, but the super messed up stuff is normally just in the corners where it fell out of the packaging. But as long as I have all the pieces, I'm happy. I can always paint it. I only had a few more minutes to uncover as many pieces of track as I could before the big surprise, so I started jamming. Okay, I really want to show her before the sun goes down, because we come up on the porch and have our coffee in the morning, and I want her to just be aware of what's going on and not overly concerned all night, you know? This is my best bet for getting a good reaction, I think. I cleaned up a lot of the trash to make it look a little nicer, and let's go see what she thinks about this. I also asked her not to look at the credit card, so she also doesn't know how much I spent on this, so that's a whole nother conversation. So how much money did I spend on this roller coaster? Well, the coaster itself was only $2,750, which is pretty crazy considering that the steel alone would have cost that locally. They added another $200 for this beautiful steel crate. And the big kicker was mostly the tariff and the shipping, which was $4,229 alone, bringing our total to $7,179, which makes this my most expensive YouTube video yet. Please subscribe.
Why are you laughing so much?
Are you as nervous as I am?
I'm just concerned that you may have destroyed the yard. Or that it's a permanent installation that now we have to live with, and our beautiful yard that we worked so hard on, it's gone. I'm also concerned that it's going to be one of those Chinese things you buy that work once and never again.
I should just show you. The suspense is not good for me.
Okay, should I close my eyes?
All right, 3, 2, 1.
It's a roller coaster!
Yeah.
Oh, this is so fun!
You like it?
I like it.
Yeah.
We need to tell Steven.
I know.
It's really cool. It looks sketchy, but it's really cool. Wow. So it's going to take the entire backyard.
Yeah.
So now we just have a roller coaster in the backyard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that cool?
How are we going to mow the lawn?
Oh no. Just don't think about it. You were excited at first. Just hang on to that, because really, look at how amazing it is.
Wow, what are we gonna do with this?
We're gonna roller coaster all the time. You can't think about the logistics. You just need to think about how much fun it's gonna be having a roller coaster whenever you want.
Elle! Edwin bought a roller coaster. I know. And it was supposed to be a surprise. So now there's a roller coaster in our backyard. Honestly, I tried to build one so many times when I was a kid with like cardboard and boxes and stuff. Never worked, especially when I was living in an apartment. So this is kind of really cool. Thank you.
Well, you want to help me build it?
No. It's so dirty.
I honestly think that taking off these shipping blankets is going to be the hardest part of setting up this roller coaster. So she ended up helping me, but as we were unpackaging everything, reality started to set in.
We should set up a new rule for our marriage. I think next time one of us is going to introduce an object larger than, let's say, 2 square feet, we should run it by each other.
You don't know what 2 square feet are?
It sounds small enough.
I could do a lot of damage in 2 square foot.
It's pretty cool. I just wish it wasn't in my backyard. Remember when you gave me that coffee maker for my birthday and I was freaking out because it was too big and it takes up too much space?
So yeah, this went on for a while and the stoke factor started to slightly decrease for her as my stoke factor massively increased. But now we have all of the pieces unpackaged, so as soon as the sun turns on, we are going to build this thing.
I'm just mourning our beautiful backyard.
You said your excitement only lasted 5 minutes?
Well, it was really cool at first, but then reality hit and it dawned on me that the entire backyard is going to be covered by a roller coaster that probably doesn't work.
Why do you think it'll work? It's gonna work. Day 1 was unboxing. Now day 2 is for building. And our instructions, a 60-second TikTok video that says, connect piece number 1 to piece number 1, and then piece number 2 to piece number 2. And if you're thinking that doesn't sound like enough instructions to build a roller coaster, that is also what I'm thinking. So they sent a second 25-second video that looks like this. I think I get it. Okay, let's find piece number 1 and then piece number 2.
No, I think we need to start with 0.
Actually?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
a 0.
Well, there's also letters. Could that be
Yeah,
O?
there's a D over there. So that wouldn't make sense. It's one end has a letter, one end has a number. So this
And-
is number 0.
And judging by the TikTok video, letters up.
Oh, okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that probably says bolts. And bolts they were. I was glad to see this thing came with some hardware. We also found some more small supports and this main support that has the sprockets that directs the chain for the lifting mechanism. I think the next step is find all the pieces, array them around the yard in the order they go. Gotta admit, this is the best day ever.
Right. Oh, it's gonna take up the entire yard.
So we have confirmed we have every single piece of track we need. I think we're gonna have to watch the video to see how that attaches to that.
Okay.
So see the long bar, and then it goes to the gear thing, and the gear thing holds up that.
And that's, okay, one triangle.
One triangle. This bolts into this square tube. The square tube bolts into this. This is supposed to be bolted into a cement floor, but whatever. And the bike spins this spins this, and this spins the big chain. It goes up to a bigger sprocket size here. We decided to put this part of the track together first as it's the most complicated and I'm assuming the most important piece to be on the flattest part of our backyard. This is designed to be bolted into like a parking lot for a traveling fair or something. So I know that we're going to have to level it once it's all set up, but I figure let's make the mechanical part as level and perfect as we possibly can. The sun is completely down, but we've had a breakthrough. This tube underneath keeps the whole clickety clicker up rigid because this chain is going to be holding so much tension. It keeps the supports from collapsing in towards each other. Look how high it is. So with the cart, it's going to be even taller than me.
And look.
Well, none of the bolts are bolted in. I feel like you're getting less stoked.
I don't like clutter. I don't like toys in the backyard. I like nature. That's why I like this house so much, because of the trees. And
It's time to start day 3 of building a roller coaster in our backyard with only instructions from a TikTok video. And in the daylight, you can see that they put the cloth material on this track before the paint was done drying in quite a few places. So it's all stuck to it. I doubt you can hear the thunder in the microphone, but it's probably not a great idea to be building a roller coaster in your backyard during a thunderstorm, but here's one of the pieces I was most concerned about. Obviously our male end isn't going to fit in there. So I grabbed a piece of the packaging and I think this will unbend it pretty nicely.
I thought you would just use like pliers.
Oh no! Ah!
All right, should we take a break?
No, I'm good.
But it's an electrical storm.
You want to grab a rain jacket or something?
No, but it's an electrical storm.
We were way too excited to stop now because seeing this first corner come together was just awesome. I really can't find words to describe how much fun it is to build your own roller coaster. Right around here we realized that the stands used to match up with the track number, but as some pieces of track have multiple stands, eventually there's a number mismatch and the stands just go in order 1 through 10, and the small stands just aren't numbered at all, but they seem to be all the same. Okay.
This is it.
I don't think this is safe for the camera anymore.
Okay.
Retreat! So it's actually just what, 5 minutes later?
Not even.
And this is what it's like in North Idaho. Where were we?
4 to 4 with the long screws, and then number 7 to support.
We have one more piece of track to loosely connect, and when I'm taking a look at the roller coaster car, it's obviously intended to not come off. So I think we need to put the car on the track before the last piece, because it would make sense, and it obviously looks like once the track is here, it's not coming off. And here's a good look at how it works. You've got these wheels holding you on the top, these wheels holding you on the side, and then these painted just raw bearings holding you down. And then this is the clicky thing. So that's going to stop you from rolling backwards down the wrong direction if the person pedaling you can't keep up. You can take a break pedaling without worrying about that. And this axle in the middle can pivot, and it has this hard plastic that's gonna stop it from pivoting too much. You can kind of see in there that lets the axle pivot. And that's going to be nice because hopefully the cart itself takes up some of the so it's less jerky for the rider, but we'll see. I'm using a lot of technical roller coaster terms in this video.
Okay, let's connect these ones.
You're on a mission, you're ready to go.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Speaking of technical jargon, we need the tool that has a U on top and then a stick.
We call that a wrench on the streets.
A wrench. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
Whoa!
Wow, I'm honestly surprised that it's aligned.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
that's really heavy. That has to be like 70 kilos.
Putting on the last piece of track, easy. Tightening up all the bolts, also easy. Figuring out the direction that this chain went without proper instructions was a little bit hard, and this tensioning system seems pretty janky, but I think it'll work. Oh, check this out, girl, you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, the chain's moving the correct way.
Good.
This is so cool. Look at that.
It's gonna work. So at least once a week, Edwin comes home with a new idea and he shows me videos about it or like the listing, and then we have to talk about it. And I have to mostly talk him out of it because it's usually not a great idea. I kind of get why he kept this one a secret from me.
We decided to run our first test without a passenger because pretty soon all of our friends will be here and we need to make sure that this roller coaster works and that it is safe. It rocked side to side way too easy supported on our soft lawn, but luckily it came with just the right materials to fix this issue. We put some wood underneath the supports to kind of level it so it seemed a lot more stable. And after seeing the cart go around without the track moving too much, this gave our guinea pig the confidence to give it the first ride. Okay.
All right, do you have your phone on you in case you need to call 911? Oh no. Okay, hold on. I'm holding on.
Oh, it's so easy. It's not that hard to put.
Bye.
Bye.
No, yeah. Oh my God. Survived.
You ready for another?
It is very unstable. Wait, it's very unstable. We should level it up a little bit.
Oh, it seems so much bigger when you're on it.
Ready?
We are having the inaugural roller coaster testing party in 1 hour. 20 of our friends are coming over and we're just going to be doing laps. During the initial testing, I've already noticed two pretty big problems. These screw heads actually fit through the hole, so as it lifts, it just lifts right up, right? And the main problem is this thing didn't come calibrated right. This piece of steel slides into the chain and sticks it there, so as you pedal, it goes up. And this is the guide that gets you there. And it always hits here, pops up, and stays on the edge. And there's some washers in there, so I think if I remove the washers on the left side, it'll be in the perfect spot. You can see even that it's in the groove now, it's pushing on the right side. I got these for the screws, so they won't pop through the stands. I got that cotter pin out. Okay, let's take two off to start. Let's see if we are more aligned. Yes! One problem solved. Now let's support this thing. It's still going to flex and bend a little bit, but it should be a lot less than it was. Way better. Now I am confident enough to finally throw this party and see how much fun we can have on the cheapest Chinese roller coaster that I could find on the internet. The verdict was in. Everybody loves the roller coaster.
Oh, jeez.
Us adults, of course, love it. You can put your hands in front of the cart to slow it down so kids can love the roller coaster. Even our four-legged friends can enjoy the roller coaster. You can ride the roller coaster backwards.
I don't like this very much.
You can ride the roller coaster with your legs up, which is pretty terrifying because it heightens your center of gravity and then you feel the G-forces that much more. Also, probably not recommended, but you can ride with 2 adults on this car, even though the sticker says otherwise. What do you think now?
It's fun. It's a workout.
What's the maximum weight of this thing?
I asked ChatGPT to translate the tag.
What did it say?
Mike, it says, warm reminder, adults are prohibited from riding.
Good thing none of us are adults.
Be sure to fasten the safety belt, max load, 50 kilograms.
Wait,
That's
wait,
like 110 pounds, right?
Ed, since you own and operate a roller coaster, does that make you a carny?
I think I'm a roller coaster tycoon.
Oh yeah, that sounds better.
No.
Well, what about if Michael...
No.
What if you
No.
hold on to me, Michael, and keep
No.
me on?
Oh yeah, I'll just do this.
Let's see another day.
What if you just sit on my lap? I put the pillow on my lap.
I'm the one who's getting squished. You're on camera. What a bummer.
Hurry, Michael, hurry!
Look, that's how he rode before, just without
Yeah.
a dude's underneath him.
This is literally exactly the same
Okay,
thing.
come back.
Yeah!
Is that good?
Well, if Matt holds on to me tight, I think we're fine.
Remember,
I'm
guys,
worried about it.
no adults on this roller coaster.
No adults. Here we go. Just hold on to my torso.
You ruined the vacation.
Hold me tight, Matt.
I got you, buddy.
Okay. Whoa! Whoa!
I know, right? Yeah. Oh my god.
This whole process has made me realize that my new life goal is to make videos on buying attractions from China until I can open my own theme park. I mean, just look at all these smiling faces.
I love that you guys have this in your backyard. It's funny.
So make sure that you subscribe to see more videos like this, and here is the craziest thing we attempted to do all night. How many laps can we get on this roller coaster in 5 minutes?
3, 2, 1, go!
Pretending like what I do matters. There's one.
Mariella, do you approve of these activities?
I mean, technically I wouldn't say no, but it's so fun. I look at his face, he's having a lot of fun too. It's having the time of his life.
I'm gonna lose my left leg. You guys had the hard job. My part was easy. Yeah.
I don't know if my roller coaster is more fun or just hilarious that it's in my backyard, but either way, it is responsible for all these smiles.
It's exhilarating.
Must be under 100
Also not
pounds.
for kids though. Like this would destroy a kid. Again?
Yeah, I want to go again.
To be honest, when I first made this purchase, I thought it would just make a hilarious YouTube video surprising my wife with something she probably didn't like. But it ended up being so much more than that. We both love it. We ride it every morning after we have our cup of coffee. And the bike being how you get up there adds this kind of social aspect that makes it even more fun.
What's more fun, Alyssa, pedaling or riding?
And I kid you not, we did not plan this when we chose the date of our roller coaster party.
Happy National Roller Coaster Day!
And how was my surprise received? Well, I think it's safe to say I'm out of the doghouse for now.